My motivation to run comes from a lot of different areas. I love the health aspect of it. My dad died in his 40s, and while he was semi-healthy, there were a lot of things that went wrong. When I look around at so many of the people in the United States and how we just have such health issues, for me, getting out and running is my way of doing what I can to ensure that I'll be around for my kids. I have been playing soccer for close to 30 years in my life, but it originally dates back to a neighbor that I had across the street from me. His name was Rumpy, that was what we all called him. I'd go on my bike while he'd go run through the town, and it was just something fun that we got to do, and it just kind of led to a love of running over the course of the years. Post-divorce, I'm sitting in a bar with a high school buddy, and he kind of challenged me to going out and playing in the woods. He convinced me to do a Spartan race that a couple of months after I committed to it, found out was a half marathon, and I went, I should probably start training for this. So it really enhanced what I was doing with running up to that point. I started medal-based, finisher medal or winning medal races in 2017. I've run a lot of races in the last 7 years now. If you count finisher medals, it's close to 300. The most special medals, particular races where I felt I did really good or it was a really memorable kind of race, there's maybe another 15 or 20 of those. Typically in most of my races, I'm wearing what you see here. I have trail running shoes. This particular pair is my Brooks Catamount that have a rock plate inside of them. I wear my Exoskin underwear, which really cling tightly to the body, and they prevent any kind of chafing in the under regions here. A light pair of shorts, and then some form of tank top. This particular one is from Blaze Trails Running, which I'm an ambassador for. So all of their local races here in North Texas. I've got a great code, MRFNT, that'll save you 10% off of their races. Dealing with the heat in Texas is pretty rough. You really have to train for it. You have to take it easy to get started. The intensity of the heat, the intensity of the humidity requires either training in the mornings or specialized training during the day, staying hydrated both with water and electrolytes, maintaining your salt and potassium levels are really key. I'm usually running 4 or 5 days a week. I'll do morning runs, I'll do evening runs. Sometimes I will double up and do a morning and an evening run on the same day. And then there's always at least one long run on the weekend, sometimes 2. My long runs are all based on hours, so it could be anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending upon where I am in my training block. As I prepare for an ultra race, like in January, I have Running the Rose, which will be a 108-kilometer race. About 6 to 8 weeks out from that, I will be at the longest point of my running. So that'll be a solid 3-hour weekend run. Oh, the longest run to date has been 108K, where I completed the Running the Rose race, both in 21 and in 22. So this year I have spent the majority of my time running Blaze Trails races. As their ambassador, I've been to all but one of their races held in North Texas this year. In 2024, I expect to continue running a lot of the Blaze Trails races. My big one is at the beginning of the year with Running the Rose. So that'll be the 108K distance again. And then there'll be probably 15 Spartan races that'll follow after that. If I had any advice to give somebody who's looking to join one of these sports, whether it be an OCR or just trail running or just running in general, the biggest thing is have fun, right? This is meant to be an enjoyable activity. It's meant to be fun to get out there and do. The competitiveness will come later as you pit yourself against other people, as you find out what your skill level is and where your capabilities lie. Just joining your local 5K and going for a run, whether it be a turkey trot race or just hitting up with a local running group, right? The idea is to go have fun with it. There are local running groups everywhere. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them on Reddit. If I was to be searching today for something in a new city that I'm at, I'm just gonna type in the city's name and then running group, and you're guaranteed to find something. You could look for local trail running companies, and you will typically find that they have contacts in with the local trail running groups. You know, there's a couple of big ones here in the Dallas area, the Dallas Dirt Runners and Team Dirt and Vert. Whatever city you live in, there's probably going to be some form of running group available. I'm Travis Trachta with Trails with Mr. FNT. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for being here. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. We'll have another video up in a week.